Welcome to Mobile Car Mechanic. Today we're going to be replacing a blower motor on this 2009 BMW 328i. It's going to apply to the E90, E92, E93s. This is going to apply from 2006 to 2011. Let's get to it. Our parts and tools needed are going to be a socket wrench with a T20 Torx bit, and of course the blower motor itself. Alright, so the reason why we're replacing the blower motor, and most likely the reason why you'll probably be replacing it, is that when you turn on the AC, or the HVACs, the blower motor is not spinning, so no air is coming out of the vents. So we're going to go ahead and replace it. Alright, to get access to the blower motor, we're going to have to take this cover off on the bottom. And it's held in with two T20 screws. So there's one here, and then there's another right here. So we're going to go ahead and take those out. Okay, once you have the bolts loose, or the screws, all you have to do is kind of just wiggle it down. Be careful because you got a footwell light here. I'm just going to go ahead and disconnect that. Alright, not really much effort there. So now we're going to go ahead and tackle the motor. The motor is going to be right here. So let's go ahead and tackle that. Alright, so what we're looking at here is the blower motor. Before we go ahead and take the motor out, we're going to go ahead and disconnect the connector here. So this is the main power. Now if you're replacing just the resistor, you're just going to undo this wire here and this wire. But since we're going to be replacing the whole motor, we're just going to disconnect this wire. There's going to be like two tabs. You can barely see them, but basically just go on top of the connector, pinch, and then you'll get it out. So these are the little tabs that you're going to be pinching right here. After you've done that, we're going to go ahead and locate this tab right here. Okay, you're going to pull it down. You're going to turn the motor clockwise. Easier with two hands. Okay, once you've released the tab, this tab right here, just go ahead and turn it. And the motor should just drop out. Okay, so it's not just going to drop out just like that. I was getting ahead of myself. So basically what we have to do is kind of just push the wire loom and kind of pull this at the same time. And what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of create a gap here. And the motor should hopefully come out without breaking anything else. The tab is going to catch onto the wire harness down there. So we're going to go ahead and take out the motor now. And we're going to swap it out. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and put the blower motor in. Just going to maneuver it in there. And remember, the tab is going to kind of probably get stuck somewhere, so just be aware of that. Now, I'll try to get this guy in there somehow. It's easier taking it out than it is putting it in somehow. Once you've fought the harness, now you gotta fight the vent here a bit, just a tad bit, hopefully. Okay, looks like we're getting it in there now. Just the wires are just really creating a problem. All right. Okay. Now that we got it in there, just gotta twist it until it locks in place. There we go. And there is a locator tab here. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that the tab starts here, and then you twist it and lock it in place. So now that we got that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and plug in the connector. Use here, click. All right. Now that we got that plugged in, we're going to go ahead and put the bottom cover in. All right, before we go ahead and put the cover on, we're going to go ahead and connect up the footwell lighting here. So it's just this connector, only goes in one way. You'll see the light come on when it's connected. Now we're going to use this tab right here. It's going to go into this little guy right there. Once it's in there, we're going to go ahead and tuck this guy inside there. Now we're going to go ahead and install the bolts back in, the T20s. All right, we're going to go ahead and install the screws. Just going to do it by hand first. And you don't need to go crazy tight on these. So we're going to go ahead and do that one here too. Alright, that one's tightened. I'm going to tighten this one as well. Pretty much just tighten it until it stops, for the most part. And you won't risk over tightening it and stripping the threads. Thank you for watching Mobile Car Mechanic. Today we just completed the blower motor replacement on a 2009 328i. It's going to apply from 2006 to 2011. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.